Hey, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Iron Sharpens Iron. I'm Matt, and it is a beautiful day outside. It's about 30 degrees right now out here in the Reno area, and it is very chilly but very beautiful. I was thinking the last couple of days about two different things that I really wanted to talk about today, and hopefully this brings you some joy, and hopefully this gets you motivated to start something new, but more importantly, it shows you the path to continue the progress that you start. See, it's a couple days after New Year's. It's actually today's the 12th, I think, or the 13th. We're almost 2 weeks into the new year, and I know a lot of you have made New Year's resolutions. Making New Year's resolutions is something a lot of people do. It's something that I've done in the past. It's something that I actually did this year, even though I don't really like the idea of doing it. And the reason I don't like it is because it's very easy, and this is where I want to get into this is it's very easy around the time of New Year to start new things, to say, I'm going to go to the gym X number of days this week. I'm going to save a certain number of, dollars per week, per month. And we set a lot of goals for ourselves during the time of New Year because it's a time of new beginnings. It's very easy to get motivated to do that new thing. It's very easy to believe that we can do whatever it is that we decide that we want to do as a New Year's resolution. And I've said it in other videos, and I'm going to say it again today, right now, that the opposite of failure is not success. The opposite of failure is faith. It's belief. It's believing that you can do something. You see, failure isn't trying something and not being successful. Failure is quitting. Failure is not trying or not trying again. There's a quote I heard recently. I know Eddie Pinero's somebody who said it many times. I don't know where it originated from, but it's the idea that belief or believing in yourself doesn't guarantee success, but not believing in yourself absolutely guarantees failure. See, if, like I said, the opposite of failure is not success. The opposite of failure is belief. It's faith. It's having that belief that we can do something, that we can make it to that goal. And just having that faith, having that belief, it's in and of itself doesn't guarantee success. But it, like Eddie Pinero says, it takes the chances from actually being zero or from absolute zero. It takes those chances to something along the lines of, well, let's see how bad this person wants it. Let's see how bad you want it. Those are your chances. It's either zero. If you don't believe something's possible, your chances are zero because you're either going to quit or you're not going to start. But if you believe something is possible, if you believe you can reach that goal, your chances change from zero to how bad do I actually want this? And I hope that makes sense. And I hope that motivates you and challenges you to take your New Year's resolutions to the next level and not just realize that, hey, starting is good because you'll never reach that finish line if you don't start. But consistency is key. Like Jim Rohn says, consistency is key. Discipline and consistency will carry you through once your motivation dies. Passion is, the spark of a new relationship many times, whether it's that relationship with another person or whether it's a new project that you're starting. We all have this passion when we start, but then that passion dies out. Then that fire dies out. Things get tough. We make mistakes. And a lot of times it's easy to give up when money gets tight. It's easy to give up when things get hard. It's easy to give up when the negative voices around us say, why are you doing this? You're not going to be successful. Or maybe it's too much risk for you. Maybe you should just go get that job and be an employee instead of starting your own business. And when those doubts and those fears start to creep in, then we stop making progress. But consistency is key. Now, there's a phrase that I heard yesterday in church, and I don't know where it came from, but the idea is basically that, you know what? I think it's from Stephen Covey, who wrote 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He wrote a lot of books, but that's the one he's probably most well known for. He's done a lot of speaking, but Stephen Covey's quote is that basically successful people do consistently what other people do occasionally. Successful people will do consistently what other people do occasionally, or what other people feel like doing when they feel like it. Like, look at Dwayne The Rock Johnson, for example. Like, that dude is solid muscle. And he's, talked about it in the past, but he has done consistently for 20, 30, 40 years on a daily basis what I've only done for maybe weeks or months at a time every, random time throughout my life. I don't think I've ever consistently gone to the gym every single day for a year. But that's something that he's done every single day for 20 years at a time. So no wonder he's built like a mountain, right? Obviously, if I put in more work and more effort, I'd have more results. But that's the key to success in life. If you put in more work and more effort in anything, no matter what it is and no matter how small that effort is, you're going to start getting that compound result, that compound return. It's no different than what James Clear talks about in his book of Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits by James Clear really talks about the idea of a 1% incremental change every day. It might not be noticeable from day to day, even if it's 0.5%. But if you do 1% a day, every day for a year, the compounding effect of it basically means at the end of a year, you were 37 times better. Not 37%, 37 times. That's 370% better. And I know you're like, oh, there's only 365 days in a year. How could you be 370% better? Compounding. It's, if you can't figure that out, then I don't know what to tell you. Google it. But that's where we're at today. That's my motivational message for you today. That's my challenge for myself today. That's how we're going to sharpen each other and be the iron that sharpens iron, is realizing that if we don't ever start, we're going to fail because we don't start. Failure is not trying and not being successful. Failure is giving up. Failure is quitting. Failure is not giving yourself a chance to succeed. And like Jim Carrey said in Dumb and Dumber, right? Like, you're saying there's a chance. As long as there's a chance, it's worth trying, right? And if it doesn't work, great. You found one way not to do it. So, like I mentioned in a couple other videos, I've got a new business entrepreneur channel that I'm going to be launching. I just bought a brand new Xtool F1 Ultra. I really have only used it a couple times already. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to check it out. And anyways, I'm going to set myself up for success by giving myself a chance to succeed. I'm going to set myself up for success by just trying and doing and learning and getting better every single day. And that's my motivation for you, is that you would give yourself a chance for success, that you would realize that if you don't believe something's possible, it's not going to be possible. And if you do believe something's possible, then you'll at least give yourself that chance of success. And that chance goes from 0 to how bad do you want it? So those are my challenges today. Have faith, have belief that something's possible, and start asking yourself, how badly do I want it? What do I really want out of this? And how much am I willing to work? And if your answer is you're only willing to work part-time, if you're only willing to work some of the time, then you're going to get part-time results. You're going to get some-time results. You're not going to get the maximum results that you deserve if you don't fully commit and go head first and burn the ships, Like I've mentioned before, you've got to burn the ships. You've got to dive in head first, and you've got to really give yourself that chance of success that only you can give yourself. Only you can give yourself that chance of success. Nobody else is going to give it to you. Some people may open doors, some people may give you tips, but ultimately they can't walk that walk for you. And that's where it's up to you. That's where that consistency and that discipline comes from. So, sorry, I'm a little distracted. One of the local PD cops just pulled up and I don't know if I'm going to say hi or not, but we'll see. Anyways, that's my message for you today. Challenge yourself, push yourself, but more importantly, have faith in yourself. Believe that something's possible. Give yourself that starting point and dive in head first. And don't listen to the negative voices of everybody around you. Listen to what you want. Listen to what it is that your desires are telling you that you need to do next to get to that next level. So until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Matt, and this is Iron Sharpens Iron.